A schoolteacher's son soaring to Dubai, the story of Vinod Jadhav's pharma empire. The son of a humble schoolteacher, whose childhood was spent in the dusty classrooms of a government school in Pune, Maharashtra, is today redefining the meaning of health, self-reliance, and success for the world. This may sound like movie script, but it's entirely true. This is the story of Vinod Jadhav, an Indian entrepreneur who built a pharmaceutical empire from India to Dubai, fueled by struggle and dreams. While his classmates were focused only on securing jobs, Vinod was busy learning from every experience life had to offer. And it was this learning that gave him the vision, not only to change his own life but to provide employment and hope to thousands of others. Today, we will dive deep into his incredible journey. But before we begin, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our latest updates. Let's begin. Vinod Jadhav was born into a family where resources were limited but values were abundant. His father was a government school teacher who firmly believed that education was the greatest weapon in life. That belief deeply influenced Vinod as well. Studying in a government school with minimal facilities, he understood early on that if he wanted to achieve something big, hard work, discipline, and honesty would be his greatest tools. He never let his circumstances become a weakness. Instead, he turned those limitations into his biggest strengths. Growing up surrounded by books and blackboards, Vinod Jadhav developed deep interest in technology and machines from an early age. Following this passion, he pursued a diploma in mechanical engineering. But instead of just chasing a job, he chose to gain hands-on experience across various sectors. In an interview, he once shared that he worked for about 13 years, putting in 12 to 15 hours every day. For him, those years were worth 2 decades of experience. During this time, he never confined himself to a single domain, whether it was marketing, logistics, or pharma operations. He learned every role, understood its core, and absorbed its lessons. He built the foundation of his career not on degrees, but on experience and the lessons learned from his mistakes. His entrepreneurial journey began in 2001 when he partnered with an associate to launch a franchise of an American pharmacy brand in India. The start was modest, but the vision was grand. Then in 2003, he published a classified ad expressing his intent to export generic medicines. His first inquiry came from Fiji. It was a small, seemingly ordinary moment, but in hindsight, it was historic. That single step nudged him toward the international pharmaceutical market. However, exporting medicines from India wasn't an easy path. Regulatory hurdles, licensing complexities, and bureaucratic walls stood in the way. That's when he made the decision that changed everything, move that took him out of India, but never away from Indian values. In 2007, Vinod Jadhav arrived in Dubai. He wasn't chasing an empire, he was solving a business problem. His journey began in a small office in Sharjah. His family remained in India initially, but in 2016, he brought them to Dubai. At first, he thought it would be temporary. But 2 years later, when his family said, "We don't want to return," he realized Dubai had transformed from just workplace into a home. Dubai provided him with more than basic infrastructure. It offered a business ecosystem that matched his vision. Dubai gave Vinod Jadhav the platform he had long been seeking: world-class infrastructure, business-friendly governance, and an ecosystem ripe for international trade. In 2010, he acquired a manufacturing unit in Gujarat and strengthened his pharmaceutical production base. He then ventured into the veterinary and herbal medicine sectors. Today, Sava Vet has emerged as India's largest veterinary prescription drug company, holding more than 20% market share. This figure is not just a business statistic, it represents trust, innovation, and impact. His company's medicines are now being used to treat animals across the globe, proving that the mission was never just profit, but purpose-driven growth rooted in responsibility. Despite reaching such towering heights, Vinod Jadhav's connection to his roots remains intact. When he built a square-feet residence in the luxurious Dubai Hills estate, it wasn't just another real estate project, it was a fusion of Indian culture and Arabic architecture. Every corner of the house reflected simplicity, spirituality, and rootedness. For the housewarming ceremony, he specially invited his old-school teachers from Pune, including his English teacher from class 10. He also brought in college friends to celebrate the moment, sending a clear message: no matter how successful one becomes, one must never forget their roots. This gesture reflects his humility, perhaps the most beautiful trait of his personality. Vinod Jadhav's perspective on money is refreshingly different. He believes that his dream is not just to accumulate wealth, but to create employment for 10,000 people. So far, he has provided jobs to over 1,000 individuals, and he is relentlessly working to achieve the remaining target. For him, this number is not just a goal, it is a reflection of his life philosophy. He truly believes that real development happens only when you can bring change to others' lives. To him, individual success is meaningful only when it contributes to collective progress. This very mindset elevates him from being just a successful businessman to a genuine social reformer. Like every success story, Vinod Jadhav's journey also had its share of failures. One of the most significant setbacks came in 2010 when he started marketing company with nearly 800 employees. Unfortunately, the venture failed, resulting in massive financial loss running into crores. But instead of breaking him, this failure made him stronger. He learned valuable lessons about his core strengths and areas where he truly belonged. That's when he turned his attention to the veterinary industry, a move that turned out to be the most impactful decision of his life. He realized that failure is not the end, but necessary turning point for redirection and growth. Today, Vinod Jadhav stands as a visionary entrepreneur, grounded in values and driven by a mission to uplift lives. His story is not just about personal achievement, but about igniting inspiration across a whole ecosystem. It serves as a beacon of hope for every young person who dares to dream big despite limited means. Vinod Jadhav has proven that if your intentions are pure, your effort is unwavering, and your vision is clear, no barrier can stop you. He turned his struggles into steps and climbed all the way to success, becoming a role model in the truest sense.
If our video has taught you something new, do not forget to like and share this video so that this information can reach others as well. Your likes and shares are a source of inspiration for us. If you have any questions or suggestions, please let us know in the comments. It will be our honor to answer your questions and listen to suggestions. And yes, if you like our content, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so that you stay connected with every new story. Thank you. GRT Business YouTube channel sources: news from various news agencies, opinion polls, and other public sources. We try to ensure that every report and summary is accurate and verified, but we are not responsible for any dispute or error. Our aim is only to provide you with accurate information.